Salve. Tô de boa. Ontem nós lançamos o evento usado, hoje nós vamos continuar. Talvez tenha o Dying Light, talvez não, né? Daquele jeito. Tem que começar a fazer pressão. Tirar ela não trabalha sob pressão. Pressionar ela nunca mais vai abrir o jogo. Ah, bom, você tá folgada. Que viria mais folgada, meu Deus do céu. Todo mundo viu tu chutando os habitantes da cidade lá sobrevivendo. É, todo mundo viu. Teve um que eu tava paradinho do lado, do nada ele tomou duas bicas e ele saiu correndo. Achei que ele tava vindo pra cima de mim. Todo mundo viu, mulher. Todo mundo viu. Vê como é que tá o áudio pra mim. Ah, já tavas fazendo isso, ó como tu é demais. Eu acho que tá, não tenho certeza também. Estou falando. Como é que tá? Jogo, eu falando. Ó, vou usar umas habilidades aqui pra fazer mais barulho. E aí, como é que tá a situação do jogo? Da minha voz. Bem mais baixo que a voz? Agora tá melhor? Ou segue igual? E aí? Mas dá pra melhorar mais? Certeza? Tá. É que agora minha voz tá entrando no coisinho amarelo ali. Ela passar do amarelo, vai no vermelho e vai ficar estourado. O jogo realmente fica bem abaixo de... Tá, e agora como é que fica em relação ao jogo? Deu uma aumentadinha no jogo pra ver como é que fica essa situation. Ó. E aí? Como é que fica? Ficou bom? Top. Gostou da minha configuração nova? Eu mexi num filtro. É, no microfone. Tum, 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 tum. Tá. Direto na missão? Não, direto na missão. Aê. Não posso dar TP direto aqui. Já foi.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Surya, Fremine, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Doxy! Oh, Doxy's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Fremine.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown?
Vamos lá,
You
vamos
can
lá.
just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Thelxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else? Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful! Splendid ideas, everyone.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Thelxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
I'm sure he is, Zarya. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Thelxie's fantastic adventures begin now!
Bora pra missão. Oh. País do Príncipe.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremine.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Desbravando o reino das sereias. O reino das sereias está próximo. Guerreiros ou príncipe Delx. Recuperem-no. Os monstros ocupam. Caralho, vai vir comigo. Hum. Vamos. Isso.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining. Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the water imp's colorful houses and the rainbow bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Toma.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode! Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Que loucura.
Reclaiming your glory? Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
My gratitude to your Divine Highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
Ele não é muito bom não, tá? Ele tá totalmente fora do personagem.
Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek. Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of water imps. They are called hilly churls of the deep.
Things are about to get dicey.
Frost is coming! Dead reckoning! Prepare!
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
CONTRA-ATAQUE again. It's a Lawitcher of the deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong that even a Diviniture of the deep would pose no threat to him.
It's finally over. So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong! We just eradicated all the monsters in one go!
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time, and you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well! Now that we've reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book!
Doideira essa história.
Zuria and Fremine, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book. Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful! Zuria is really talented at drawing.
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end, and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay?
O tiozão falou um dia porque tu quer ficar dois, tu quer descansar em casa? Gosto de água, né?
See you in 2
Obrigado.
days, my lovely friends.
Essa mulher, velho, tá muito estranha, tá?
Mhm.
Não, lá vai ela cantando. Sabe cantar, sabe desenhar. Daqui 2 dias ela vai voltar tocando guitarra.
Alright, it's about time we start heading up too. You've still got some work to do, right, Fremine?
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because I hope...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Am I turning red?
Alright. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days.
Uhum.
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Uma missão curtinha. Agora tem esse aqui. Tem esse outro. Fazer os dois. Vamos pra última. Tá, paradinho eu achei. É 3, esse aqui é qual? 2, esse aqui é o 3. Na carregada também conta, né? Vou fazer um depois do outro, independente da ordem, né? Vai fazer na ordem é mais legal. Olha lá. Os bichos parecem umas focas. Aqui é a parada. Meu lado. Pra mim. Dá licença pra mim? Obrigado. Não dá de passar mesmo. Vai ser rapidinho também. Não achei essa parada esses dias. Não vai atacar, eu vou. Ah, bem então. É pra baixo ou é pra cima? Esse último. Ah, tá ali, ó. Já foi. Nem vi quais são os desafios. Ponto. Tá, tudo é 6.000. 6.000 deve ser difícil. Ou não também.
Another test subject.
Gotcha. Sharing my knowledge. All my strength.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Hurt a little. You play here. Busted. Everyone hold hands. I'm getting sick of this here. Care for the dance. Make yourselves at home. Don't be scared. Things are about to get dicey. All eyes on me. Positions. Care for the dance. Committed to sharing my knowledge. Gotcha. Dance with me. Be a good audience, won't you? This dance is for you. Hey,
Killjoy.
the Temple of Wisdom.
Fry.
Game's up.
Can't run.
Positions.
Have a little taste.
Yeah. Make yourselves at home. I'm getting sick of this game. Stay put. Dance with the waves. Care for the dance.
I got careless.
I see everything. I'm so stuck. Dance with me.
Hum, 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 hum. 6.000.
Uglay, you're up.
Fry.
Busted.
Can't run.
Sharing my knowledge. All eyes on me. Positions.
Can't run.
I'm just sick of this. Gotcha. Stay put. Here. Care for the dance. The Temple of Wisdom.
Fry.
I see everything.
Fry.
Busted. Here comes the catch. Dance with me. Don't be scared. Go. Be a good audience, won't you? I'm not done yet. Care for the dance. Gotcha. You play. Yeah? Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge. Positions. This dance is for you.
Got careless.
Quietly now. Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Dance with the waves. Here. Stay put. I see everything.
Can't run.
Things are about to get dicey. All eyes on me.
Hum. Hum.
with nature. Clouds high. The birds come. You're dead. Know your place.
This is long overdue. Access denied.
Dance with me.
You can't run. Punishment.
Give it on. Just low. Care for a dance? You dare to gaze upon me?
Dance with me. Born of ice and frost. The show's only just begun.
Wind rises.
Access denied. Glaze over.
Into the wind. Know your place.
Born of ice and frost.
Care for a dance.
Another test subject.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Punishment. Access denied. For Rex Lepus.
Dance with me. Care for a dance. You dare to gaze upon me? Dance with me. Clouds high. The birds.
The show's only just begun.
Behold.
Aí. Bem melhor, né? Uns bonecos que eu sei jogar, daí fica mais fácil. O que isso aqui faz? Poucos bonecos que eu não sei jogar de novo. Nem sei se isso aqui é a melhor coisa que dá pra fazer. Eu acho que não é.
Bond is strong.
Into the wind.
Torn to oblivion. Ha! Ha!
Process of elimination.
Não sei se esse time aqui é o que vai dar liga, hein?
Bond is strong. Out of my way.
Clouds high. The birds come. Here you are.
Scatter.
Torn to oblivion.
Get with me. Lightning's terrified.
Illusion. Insolent Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Bond is strong.
Now you shall perish.
Scatter.
Inazuma shines eternal. Absurd.
one with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Get with me.
Now you shall perish.
Well, the process of elimination.
Olá, bom? Putz, sair da parada. Vou ver. Ritual. Pior que todos os rituais são ruins. Bem bom. Bom, tô bem também. Hum... Ó. Eu da ganil. Ei, o que tá usando aqui? Tá 6,20. Pô, vou ficar com esse. Moral. Passa assim. Tá 1.700. 186 de taxa. Acho que tá com... Era pra estar full por eficiência, né? Mas, pô, preguiça. Ah, fala pra usar um bagulho aqui e não vou usar o que eu quiser. Vai dar bom. Eu confio. Ah,
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come. Busted.
You can't run! Lights out! Whirling snow! Embrace the ice! Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha! My apologies! Wind strike! Punishment!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. You can't run! Whirling snow! Kamisato out! Sumetsu!
Clouds high. The birds come.
Busted.
ah, a última ainda não fiz também.
Game's up.
Eu fiz a primeira ontem, uma parte das missões, dos desafios. Hoje eu tô fazendo...
Sakura swirl!
Eu fiz a segunda, tô fazendo essa parte aqui agora.
My apologies!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike.
Punishment! Here comes the catch. Embrace the ice! Whirling snow!
Clouds high. The birds
9.000 é bom. O personagem que eles emprestam pra usar aí é furada. É que é uma build meio padrão, né? Teria que botar dois personagens muito fortes, mas eles botam tipo dois personagens de muito dano, daí... Sei lá. Ah, quando ataca os personagens de inimigo, aumenta a taxa de crítica e dano crítico, 6 segundos. Não tem nem o que pensar. Isso aqui, o que mais? E de repente... E... ou lança um zongzão. Pô, ele deve estar sem item. Ah, cadê? Está sem item. Por quê? Porque eu não tenho os itens dele ainda e ele usa o mesmo que a Ayaka. E por que a Ayaka usa gladiador? É a famosa Ayaka de ataque básico. Pô, é bem difícil, não vale a pena usar os personagens que eles dão ali porque tá buildado mais fraco. Tá nível 80, os talentos. Talvez um, por exemplo. Pô, Novelete ele é o dano, esse aqui é o dano. eu pegar os 2 danos daqui, fora que nem combina, né? Mas se eu pegar o dano daqui, eu teria que ter 2 sub-DPS muito fortes. Mas nessa parte, pô, deixa eu ver. Dá pra fazer um Nilou e Narida, mas aí tem que ter um outro Hydro e um outro Dendro. Ou 2 Hydro, ou 2 Dendro. Mas dá pra fazer. Só que eu não sou muito bom de jogar com esses bonecos porque eu não tenho. Então eu não sei muito bem. Eu sei mais ou menos o que faz. Mas eu não tenho a prática de jogar com eles, então fica difícil. Daí aqui a mesma coisa, eu não tenho os 2. Pô, dá pra tentar fazer num nível... Vou até fazer um teste aqui, nessa próxima. Tem aqui, ó. Nível 2, vamos ver se é muito difícil de fazer. Vou tentar fazer com o boneco daqui. Eu não tenho time pra esse boneco. Esse vai. Porque aqui diminui o nível do personagem que tá contra, né? Eu escolher uma dificuldade mais baixa, só não sei se é muito mais difícil de fazer o que precisa. Ó, nível 70.
Blaze over. No touching. You can't run. Shiver.
As one with wind and cloud. That's for following orders.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
That's following orders. That's close enough. That's close
Ó,
enough. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. That's
For
following
Rex
orders.
Lepis. Born of ice and frost. Judgment. Punishment.
Bow your head.
Your coming was foretold.
Next on me.
I'm into the wind.
You can't run.
The tides beckon.
Filthy outsider.
Lucky today.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
All hail. Lights out.
Be sanctified.
Clouds high. The birds cover.
Access denied. Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Silence.
Your coming was
The
foretold.
tides beckon.
a do Novilete é porque ele é muito forte, né? É um personagem totalmente desbalanceado. Pô, eu tentei, mesmo eu tendo os personagens tudo no máximo, eu tentei. Esse aqui com Nilou e Narida eu não fiz. Mas porque eu não sei jogar com esses 2 personagens. Porque a Nilou tem um estilo de jogo bem diferente. A Narida é muito forte. A Narida é bizarro de forte. Eu acho que fazendo nesse nível 2 dá de fazer 6.000 com esses 2 personagens. Botando mais alguma coisa, mas desses 2 elementos. Aqui, pô, é jogar com esses 2 e, sei lá, um escudo. ou uma bateria aqui para um dos dois, só que como tem isso aqui, recarrega muito rápido. Uma sucrose, sei lá, para juntar. Deixa eu ver, o próximo é o quê? Dá para usar isso aqui. A fiozinho aqui, a área vital. Só que também é... Eu meio que... Os que eu fiz com os meus personagens, meio que eu caguei por isso aqui. Eu usava de qualquer jeito. Pô, tem no Villette, eu vou usar ele, né? Se tiver no Villette, dá pra fazer. Provavelmente. O boneco é muito quebrado. É muito quebrado.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Strike a pose! Let the world collide!
Let the mighty be humble.
Tip. Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Can't run! Lights out! Showing you praise! Let my name echo in
Be sanctified.
The wind knows me.
Justice is blindsided.
time to shower!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
You can't run! Shiver!
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
Let my name echo in song! Lights out!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Showing you praise! Time to shine!
Tip.
Yeah! Punishment!
Settle down. Let the mighty be humble.
Pelo amor da minha vida. Isso agora, pô. Vou usar esse aqui de novo. Não? Sim. Vou ver se vai. Pô, eu escolhi mal. É um...
Blow my sword! Witness the power of shiver! Let the world collide!
gostei. Ninguém cura, né? O que podemos fazer? Esse aqui é de vento. Tá, vamos com este. Ou seria bom se ele tivesse a parada, mas não tem. Gente.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come.
Everybody stand back! Woohoo! Let the world collide!
Stay cool. Face your gift.
As one with wind and cloud.
Going in!
One with nature.
Showing you face! Time to shine! Make the final dance of these fantastic adventures! Let's go find Ferdinand and his dance!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Let my name echo in song! Strike a pose! Everybody stand back!
Stay cool. Face your gift.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
Showing you praise! Time to shine! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Get a little chilly.
Light it up! Everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
One down. Have a safe trip.
É isto. Conseguimos fazer todos os desafios. Né, mulher? Temos todos os desafios? Se não fosse tua dica, eu não passava. É muito boa nesse jogo, por que tu não joga mais? O quê? Não tem um cartão no bem.
Exatamente.
Mas alguém comprou.
Alguém comprou no cartão. Crédito.
É pra tu entrar em contato no número que tá ali.
É pra eu enviar um SMS.
Não, SMS. Entendi.
Ah.
E aí eles vão resolver teu problema.
É, digita 1 pra confirmar ou ligar um número pra cancelar.
Entendi. Chega e manda um. Agora vamos ver. Cadê a missão? A missão é lá naquele pico lá, o acampamento. Acabou tudo o negócio. Negócio. Falta. Da missão? Tá 15, não é assim? Ainda não tinha esse boneco.
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine? Diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was
Enganaram,
told is
mulher.
that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut de Stray.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right? Lescaut Destre? Zuria Destre? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Doideira, doideira.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destre's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness.
Sabia que tinha alguma coisa errada.
Her friends, by
Sempre
any chance?
soube.
Oh. So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalakan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Yes, this is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jalakan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again. There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Bora lá, vamos ajudar a tiazona. Mas eu tenho que passar ali e pegar aquelas pedrinhas azul. Deveras interessantes. Aqui, ó.
Stabilize. Suffocate.
Mais, ó.
Gather.
A musiquinha de batalha aqui nesse mapa é muito show de bola. A distância 712 metros do TP. Vou TP direto aqui. Posso subir mais fácil, subir mais rápido, coisa linda. Ó. Desbravando o reino das sereias mais uma vez. Tem shield sem cura? É isso.
You're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Boa. Eu consegui finalizar o último lá. Joguei com o personagem que tinha lá, os dois que tinha. O de gelo lá, que eu nunca lembro o nome.
Be careful, brave adventurers. Here comes the evil monster that stole the crown. There. Let me see, Cyclops.
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
Looks stronger than ever today. He must be going all out. This is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your
E a Furina tá bem forte também. Eu tava vendo. Está bem forte. O buff dela é muito forte.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes,
Cara, a Ashley faz muito barulho, velho. A Jéssica tava no quarto aqui, falava comigo e não pegava. Pô, eu também não tenho quase nada de Fontaine farmado. Quase nada mesmo.
My child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. The picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Felxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay, okay.
At last, Felxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the
É,
rainbow
eu tenho que fazer
took a good look at all the friends who had gone on
o
the
despenhadeiro, a área mesmo, normal.
Goddess Paimon,
Fontaine e Sumero. Tudo.
huh?
Fontaine e Sumero, basicamente.
The prince looked frantically around, but could
Na
not
Zuma,
find
Mondstadt, Liu e fora do despenhadeiro eu fiz tudo. E dentro do despenhadeiro eu fiz tudo também.
appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears.
Mas é bastante coisa pra fazer.
That the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again.
Boto fé. O pior que as estátuas cada vez fica mais coisa pra coletar.
Maman loves you too.
Cada vez mais coisa. Loucura.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Felxie?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Pô, não entendi.
Maman loves you too.
Oxi.
But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Thank you, Maman.
lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace. My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. I won't forget, Mammon. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Mammon.
Que loucura.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
Vai ser, claro que vai ser.
This is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened. You saw it too, didn't you?
That can't be what happened, right?
Porra, Resina, eu tenho muita coisa guardada por preguiça mesmo de usar.
A miracle if that really happened?
Ele tá a 100, acho.
I
Perto
suppose
disso.
that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Era pra farmar artefato, né? Mas Deixa eu ver esses bagulho que eu ganhei. Aqui o livrinho. Nós fizemos. Daorinha. Cadê o bonequinho? É pet? Não é pet não, né? Pô, podia ser pet, né? Mas acho que é do bully.